Trust the racket built to outperform and outlast. The Gearbox GX1, powered by solid frame technology. Feel the difference.
You know the vibes out on this side. Yeah, you know the vibes. Been in this thing winning rings for a while. Put it to the test, I can win it in a trial.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Guatemala City. We are here at the 37th Pan American Racquetball Championships. This is day 2. Gary Mazeroff, Gustavo Farel, and Johnny Villatoro, our producer. Here's Johnny. Gustavo, day 2. What are your thoughts, my friend?
Well, we made it past a very long day 1. Exciting racquetball ahead of us. This is the round robin portion of our 37th Pan American Racquetball Championships. Here again in Guatemala City, Guatemala. 10-court spectacular venue here. Courtside number 6. And a lot of familiar faces in the court, but some new ones.
Yes, absolutely. We have junior divisions, 16 and under, 21 and under. We also have the Friendship Amistad Cup, along with the championship divisions, men's and women's singles and doubles, plus, as of 2022, the mixed doubles. That was very, you were very impressed by that one, and that was in Santa Cruz in Bolivia. And who were the principals in that one?
That event, which has really added to the sport of racquetball, took place in what was probably March, April of 2022. Samantha Salas and Rodrigo Montoya winning for Team Mexico mixed doubles. First time that event shown in our sport. And it continues and continues strong.
Well, the momentum, as you say, has continued. Case in point, you had the opportunity to be in Chengdu, China this past summer for the World Games. And the Olympic Committee, International Olympic Committee, their thoughts are to provide in multiple disciplines mixed doubles. So mixed doubles is part of racquetball in lieu of men's and women's doubles. So the events were singles for men, singles for ladies, and mixed doubles. Very, very engaging.
And that's what makes racquetball the great sport that it is, because both men and women can play at many different levels. And you don't have to be the best to play racquetball. It's a fantastic game, as we all know it, those that play, but it's an enclosed court, so it's easy to pick up the ball and get in the server box and serve, and it's a very, very simple game to learn. A lot of rules and strategies and whatnot, but in terms of the beginning player, I think it's just a wonderful sport to take on.
Absolutely.
You actually, different than many sports, you have fun playing racquetball and at the same time get in shape.
Well said. And I encourage people that do not have a history with the game and would like to learn, but maybe a little bit shy to get in there with another person or have people watch. So get on a court that does not have glass. Find a facility. Contact your local organizing committee. In the states, your state association. Outside the states, your national governing body. So, for example, here it's the governing body for racquetball is the Guatemala Racquetball Federation, run by our friend El Doctor Ware. Get a racket, preferably a Gearbox or Pro Kenix racket, and secure a Gearbox sleek black racquetball can of 2 or 3, pair of eyewear, a good pair of court shoes, and you're ready. And get in there and hit the ball on your own, learn the angles, and in 10 minutes you could actually break a sweat. It's a very social game. In a short period of time you want to add another person or 2 or 3 more on the court, play either cutthroat or doubles. So while we're waiting for this first feed today, this is the first broadcast of 8. The last one is scheduled for local time, which is Rocky Mountain time in the U.S., 4:45 p.m. But this will be ladies singles. What a treat to start off with, Gustavo. Why don't you introduce the 2 principals?
We have in the court right now Montserrat Mejía de San Luis Potosí, Mexico, representing Nuevo León, Monterrey. She has actually started playing competitively, she was telling me, back in 2015.
And I believe her brother, he was national champ for Mexico, and he played on many world championship teams for them as well, her older brother.
So Monse is ranked currently number 2 on the women's LPRT tour, the professional racquetball tour, behind Maria Jose Vargas from Argentina. And Monse's goal, in speaking with her just prior to this match, is to win a world championship or a Pan American gold. So that is her aspiration right now. So
Good
she
for
doesn't
her.
have any one of those under her belt. She is seeking that and has the opportunity, of course, here in Guatemala City, Guatemala. She's 26 years of age, and she's dedicating her career, her life right now at the moment, to racquetball.
That's tremendous. Thank you so much. And Carla Muñoz now representing Chile, the opponent. The professional referee is Francisco Pacho Gomez from La Capital of Colombia, Bogota. He's been around for 3 decades with us.
And Miss Carla is 34 years of age, nacida en Concepción, Chile, near Santiago. She actually started, you were mentioning about Xxxvii Mejía, who I remember him losing to Rocky Carson in that final there in the Pan American. Anyway, back to the gals here. Carla started in that event back in the Pan Americans in Guadalajara. That was
Tremendous.
her first competitive event. She represented Chile singles and doubles. And she is obviously pursuing other things at her young age of 34. But she has an accounting major, she has an MBA, and she is now studying nutrition, living in Chihuahua, Chihuahua. Her husband, Alan Natera, also a superb and excellent player and person, now playing for the Chilean team. And here we go. Game 1, rally scoring, best 3 out of 5.
So Carla will serve game 1. Montserrat game 2, Carla game 3. If it goes beyond that, they'll alternate. If it goes a 5th set, which would be a tiebreak, whoever has accumulated the most points has her choice to serve or not. Same for game 1. Whoever won the toss has a choice to serve. I'm confident Carla won the toss and elected to serve. Here we go. Best of 5, 11 points, win by 2, rally scoring.
Carla not afraid to go to the ground, and on point number 1, she already went to the ground to return that ball.
Good start for Montserrat. So once the serve is called, each player has 10 seconds to do what they're supposed to do. Initiate the serve, be ready to receive. Great serve. Good start, 2-0. Want to thank our major sponsors here. Gearbox, Prokenix, and a new one, Nativa Yerba Mate. You want to drink tea or what? If you do, go to Amazon.com.
Very popular drink in Latin America, Uruguay, Argentina, Paraguay, Chile. Very energizing drink.
Oh, nice, soft, straight in, straight back, backhand, down the video here, right in front of us. Gustavo, fortunately, you mentioned this yesterday, we have an advantage at our location. We can see the angles. Perhaps Pacho cannot from his vantage point. So great start for Montse.
She was practicing that serve earlier and hitting it. Ideally, you want it to catch the back wall first, and then it dies in the corner. This is a clinic we're witnessing here.
Yeah. So Carla is coached by Rogelio Medina, our buddy, team coach of Chile, and of course Alan, her husband. We're going to stay here, Johnny. Montse, I believe, is coached by Senor Martinez y Yanko Renteria from Monterrey.
Very good. Yes, he is.
You mentioned that she lives in Monterrey, but she's from San Luis Potosí originally.
Right. Representing Nuevo León, Monterrey, and of course Martinez. Mr. Martinez is Polo Leopoldo's Portillo's coach.
And he's the son of El Mayor. We call him, what a great teacher he is, Ruben. La máquina de las bolas, the ball machine.
The ball machine. And Martinez himself, having played, he's 44 years of age, he was telling me, 34 years in the sport. So he played 10 years, so he's been at it a long time as well.
And making a career like a lot of those guys do. Thank you.
Good timeout. Munoz.
We'll confirm the score for you folks.
Second serve.
Ball down. Forehand, snap, kill shot. Kill is the most difficult shot in the game. And the score is 7-1. Make that 8. Unforced error. Carla's used her one resource this game. That's called a timeout. Montse still has hers available.
She goes to that right side so well.
It's
down the line.
Tough to pick up.
You can usually see it in the body of the player serving what direction they're going to go. Montse really hides it well.
Yeah, I agree. Tendencies, but a lot of pressure on these ladies. Now, mind you, this is day 2, and it's part of the pool play, round robin. So there's a little breathing room. Once we reach Wednesday and Thursday, it's the sembrado or the elimination round. No room for error. It's a great serve. So that's a round the wall ball, which cleared Montse. Set up. Unforced error number 2 for Carla. As a result, it's game point now number 1 for Montserrat Mejía. Pacho Gomez, our official. Great player in his own right. He played for the Colombian national team for years before he became a professional ref. Set up. Another unforced error. That was the tone of that game. Let's see in 2 minutes when Carla comes back if she can rally. So we'll be back in 2 minutes. Take it away, Johnny. Back live, Gary Gustavo, and here's Johnny. Game number 2, 11-2 in favor of Mejía, game 1. Best of 5. Good start for Munoz. Things can change radically, quickly. It's only one game. Doesn't matter if it's 12-10, 26-24, or 11-2. It's one game. Gearbox sleek black, official racquetball for the IRF. Munoz. Another unforced error. Carla not very comfortable yet with her backhand swing. Trying to force it. So point for the receiver turned server now. 1-1. Wide angle. Gustavo, you mentioned Carla leaving her feet. She did it again and it cost her. She was off balance. Wasn't able to respond to that last shot by Montserrat. 2-1, young lady from Mexico serving. 15 countries this week. The draw is 120 players. We're way up from last year.
Unforced error there again, Gary. And I don't know what she's looking. She's looking to her husband and coach, Alan.
Well, let's put things into perspective here. She has in the game, one game plus, she has more unforced errors than points.
Well said. So she's had the opportunity, she's just missed it.
That's pure.
And Monse is a machine.
Puro tiro. Best shot in the game, Gustavo. Straight in, straight back.
I learned that from you. In Spanish, it doesn't sound quite right, but derecho a la pared, derecho para atrás. Hay que abreviarlo. Spanish is about 20% longer in words than English.
Well, we can anglicize it. Same thing in Japanese. It's the intonation.
I'm showing 5-1. Our internet is down here.
Yo itashimashite. 5-1.
There she goes to that right side again, between the legs.
Clears her back with the ceiling. Does it again. Setup. There it is. Oh, ball live. No call by Gomez. There it is. Nobody home right side.
And Munoz, who could have looked back at Pacho, realized that was the call. You got to play it. Just don't stop till the point is over.
And no appeals until the semifinals on Wednesday and or Thursday. Z-ball, first time she did that. Great clear by Montse.
Piso. I saw that ball a skip, and not sure what you saw, but our angle looked like it popped up.
Correct.
But not the call.
And we're not the officials.
Referee.
Overruled by the head official, Pacho. That's called a short crack winner.
And that ball was called short.
Yeah, we
Second
saw it
serve.
good.
Yeah.
Again, we're not the ref. All right. Carla, a little fist pump, animated. Animo.
Looks like Munoz is hitting the ball well down the right side line. Very few unforced errors on that side this game.
It's impressive. Carla went to deep crack angle that time. The ball was overhit, and Montse showed her ballet skills. Turned with it and put it away with a forehand. Great serve. Better return. Best of 5 sets, folks. 11 points, win by 2. Or rally scoring, have been for 5 years. more engaging. Mentioned this yesterday. Longest that you and I have seen, 26-24 in favor of Carlos Keller over
his fellow countryman, right?
Diego Garcia. Right here on the behind us.
Yes,
on that
it was.
Court. So that was court 5, correct?
Yes, it is. We are on court 6, center court here, Guatemala.
It's good to know my math is correct. Xxxvii, we hear you, buddy. We're all for it. That's a forehand right side pinch. For those newer to the game or those who forgot, a pinch is a combination side wall, front wall. And the idea is to have the ball take 2 bounces up front out of the reach of the opponent.
Marcador 8-4. Mejía.
Another unforced error. Timeout now. We'll be back. Take it away, Johnny. 1 minute. Un minuto. Regresar. Cancha número 6, championship court here in Guatemala City, the capital. Short call. Muñoz, the receiver from Chile. Mejía, the server from Mexico. Mejía leads 1-0 and 8-4, 9-4.
10-4 now.
10-4. Game point number 1 here in the second set.
Sobre pique, short hop, Mejía, perfection.
Reverse. Another miss hit. So thus far, after 2 games, Gustavo, Muñoz does not have an answer. Let's see if she can change the protocol for game 3. You're on the Pan Am Sports Channel, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the 37th edition of the Pan Am Racquetball Championships. We'll be back in 2 minutes. And we're back live, Gary, Gustavo, and here's Johnny. Johnny's our producer. Senor Cruce will be back with us this afternoon. So 2-0 in favor of the young lady from Mexico, Mejía. Muñoz needs to rally here, let's say. Next up on this show court, Gustavo will be broadcasting that one. Up and coming, well, he's probably already here, Gustavo. Santiago Borja from Bolivia against Ramon de Leon, finalist in the World Championships elite class, to our buddy Woody Klaus back in 2024.
Should be a great match.
Ramon from Dominican Republic, República Dominicana.
Borja, two-time gold medal winner here in the juniors this past December in Santo Domingo, both in doubles and in singles. Impressive.
Unforced error, one of the few by Mejia. It's an opening.
Muñoz is up, first time.
It's 1-1. Good shot. Set up. There it is. Wow, she got to it. A little more composed that time, Carla. She thought it was down, but said, no problem. I'll just wait and put it away on my next shot. We were talking about the drive serve line and the rule. If you look at Carla when she set up to hit that drive serve, chances are she's penetrating that drive serve area, which would be an auto, and if she goes down the same side, it's an automatic fault serve.
But she came cross court.
Correct. No call there. Ball down. So Mejia now side out and a point because it's rally scoring.
2-2.
Drive Z. Great clear by Mejia around the wall ball. That's called being fortunate, folks. Ball chukioed off that left side wall, that glass. That happens. Point and the serve for Muñoz, 3-2.
Muñoz's key here is to stay ahead point by point, not let Mejia get into her rhythm.
That didn't help.
It took a strange bounce off the side wall, and Muñoz didn't see it between her legs.
3 iguales, empate.
Iguales 3.
Overhit, setup. Ball live. Not anymore. Sidewall, front wall combo with the forehand. Winner. Notice, very patient is Mejia. Ball took its second bounce up in front of the service line, which is 15 feet from the front wall. There it is, that's an ace. Uncontested return.
Good call, Gary. 5-3. Ventaja Mejia.
And in that case, my friend, the glass one.
The glass one. That's very difficult to see that ball inside the court along the glass.
Invasion?
Not sure what the call was. It's a call against Carla, so we've got a second serve.
Okay, so whatever. The bottom line, it was a fault serve.
Fault serve. It was not an invasion. The call was against Carla.
Yeah, it was probably falta de pie, foot fault.
I think you're right.
Which would be the front line, the service line.
The foot completely over.
That's accurate, my friend. Point scored, so Carla ties it up at 5. Great serve. Ball skipped in. It's one of the, I think it's the only lead she's had in the match. 1 point lead, 6-5, game 3. Touch set. Okay, so what's she going to do on the second serve? More conservative. No less than get the ball in play. Drive Z. Lob. Drive Z. No. That was a very obvious skip from our vantage point. Another point for Carla.
Not sure what Mejía was questioning. Like you said, that looked very obvious the way it popped up off the front.
Second serve. Different twist on this. Nick lob. Ball grazes the sidewall deep. There it is. Ball live. Oh, that's impressive. That's impressive.
Smart shot by Muñoz.
Muñoz waited. She couldn't let the ball drop below her knees. She had to take an overhead and smash high to low to high out of the reach of Mejía.
One of the things you learn after having played the game a lot and understanding the ball spin, when you hit the ball overhead like that, the ball, when it finally makes the back wall, it has a spin, a downward spin, which is, as you saw, almost impossible to return. Mejía was not able to get. It doesn't pop up.
Correct.
So
she was there.
She was there, but very, very difficult to return.
Blink your eyes, folks. Muñoz 8, Mejía 5, game 3. Momentum has changed a tad. Drive Z. That's called 3 walls or long. Bottom line, it's a fault. Second serve. She goes with the Nick lob again. Nope. She goes reverse that time.
Good serve.
Carla.
Timeout now. Mejía, her one available weapon this game, will be back in 1 minute.
We're back live. We apologize, folks. It's 8-5 now. Sometimes we lose communication with the ref. Bottom line, it's 8-5. Mejía used her timeout to no avail, if you will. It's now 9-5. So Mejía does not have another timeout this game. Muñoz does have hers.
I like the pressure that Muñoz is putting on Mejía, now creating some of those unforced errors by Mejía.
Drive Z, great serve. Oh, that's impressive. So the bleeding has stopped, at least momentarily. Mejía serving 6-9. Game number 3 here at the 37th edition of the Pan American Racquetball, if you will, championships. Started as the Torneo de las Americas, 1987. So that ball cleared off the front wall legally, cleared the back wall. Whoever hit the ball loses the rally, and the opponent scores a point. Speaking of points, it's game point number 1 for Carla Muñoz.
16. Tercer set.
10 seconds.
Favor de Mejía.
We have not had a delay call yet. Carla that time did qualify for a delay. Pacho didn't call it. Overhit by Carla. Mejia saves one potential game point, 7-10. Mejia needs to score 3 more points in succession to bring it to overtime. And she won't. Carla Muñoz. 1 set. Montserrat Mejía 2 sets. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Take it away, Johnny. Back live, Guatemala City, Guatemala, the capital. We're here 4th time in a row. Pan Am Championships, plus multiple other events here at this beautiful Domo Complejo de Racquetball. Gustavo, game number 4.
Surprise game 3. Congrats to Muñoz. There's that shot I was talking about, and Muñoz did the right thing there. Cut it off, because it would have come off the back wall. Down. Mejia didn't want to wait for Muñoz to get back up. Sometimes you need to move quickly, jump on it, take it on the fly. She did.
Good point. 1-0. Muñoz, after having been dominated in the first 2 sets, collected herself, came up with a game plan with the help of her head coach Medina and her husband Alan. And she was more aggressive and eliminated those unforced errors. Ball down. No appeal. Point Muñoz. 1-1, game 4. This is pool play, day 2, 2nd round. Drive Z, didn't get the angle she wanted. Didn't matter. On that drive Z, Gustavo, and our viewing audience, you want the ball to angle into the deep, in this case, left side wall before it hits the back. That hit the back and came out.
Speaking about the spin I was describing, that ball will pop up because of the effect that they use when swinging.
So the tide has obviously changed. Muñoz is in control right now. Game 1, she probably would have put that into the floor. She hits a deep court kill. Comes right side. Nice, side wall, front wall. Mejia. So rally scoring. As a receiver, she earns a point and the serve. Trying to confirm the score, folks. We have 3-3. Ooh, that's called a misdirect. It happens. No block. It's called a dead ball hinder. First serve again. Had Mejía not been there, that ball would have angled into the right side wall first. Nice. Seis tres. Cross court pass winner. Gustavo, that second bounce was just in front of you and I, right here at the crease where the side wall and back wall meet. Or in Ireland, what do we call it? The junction.
The junction. Well said, Gary. Second serve.
And there he is, head coach Janko Iterovic Renteria.
Down the line, straight in, straight back. And Munoz was there, just too good a shot by Mejía.
That's accurate, my friend.
Her coach yelling out, posición, be in the right place, be in position.
Looked like that was a pure...
short serve.
Well, he called it short. Looked good from here. Again, we're not the refs. Unforced error. Back to the future for Carla here. Back to game one. Meanwhile, Munoz. Foot fault, front side. Second serve. We were way off, were we not, Gustavo? So the official score, folks, is now 5-4. It's a far cry from 8-3. Now it's 5-5. Coming in to serve, Carla Muñoz representing Chile. As you said, Concepcion, near the capital of Santiago.
Yes,
She's now living in Mexico. She went to school at Colorado State Pueblo.
Three-time college collegiate champion in the 2016 time period.
That's impressive. Ball live. Set up, backhand. Oh, nice. Open stance. Mejía playing her for a cross court. She kind of hit an inside out forehand, Joe Shattuck. Right down the right side wall.
She's been hitting that down the line right side very well. Munoz, that is.
So what's the score, my friend?
6-5. Ventaja Munoz.
Will we go to a tiebreak? That's the operative question right now. Drive Z, great serve. Good clear.
Can't leave Montse in the front court with that kind of a shot.
Her skill set is too strong, too strong. Welcome, Paola.
We have a timeout. Let's stay here, Gary. We can recognize our sponsors, starting with, of course, we're transmitting live on panamsports.org. You can watch us on the app or go through the website.
Correct.
Fantastic to be part of that organization. Thank you for all that is done for us here, Pan Am Sports. As well, we have our local organizing committee headed by none other than Estuardo Ware,
Senor Donde, yeah.
president of the federation, and the great team behind him that does what they do here at the facility and throughout.
Local organizing committee is second to none. What a great complejo here. Next door squash, we have ciclismo, down the wall, taekwondo. It's a multi-sport discipline park here. And talk about efficient. In a perfect world, it's an 8-minute bus ride to the hotel. That's another sponsor, the Clarion Hotel and Suites. And here we go. Resume play, game 4.
6-6.
Unforced error, good
Piso.
timeout. Munoz gets a side out and a point, 7-6.
And yes, it is 7-6, confirmed by our head referee, Pacho Gomez.
Deep crack. Got handcuffed. Also known as esposado.
Speaking of esposado, has Mr.
Senor.
Macrino shown up yet?
I do not think so.
7-7.
Want to welcome later.
What a great shot, Munoz. Stepping in, short hopping that.
One of our
Mejía
leaders.
did not expect that return.
No, you're right. We'll welcome later one of our leaders, Cheryl Kirk, coming from the Chicago metro area.
Joining us in person, not just virtually.
Wow, another point, Munoz Fisco. So if the trend continues, mi amigo, we'll go to a tiebreak.
What a great first game streamed here on this court 6.
9-7, timeout. So both players have used their one timeout this match. We're going to go to a commercial break. It's in your manos, Johnny. Take it away. We're back live. Gary, Gustavo, and Johnny. Munoz, Chile, serving 9. Mejía, Mexico, 7. Fourth set, 2-1 in favor of the young lady from Mexico. Will we have a fifth set tiebreak? And one more point. We'll dictate that happens. Pan Am Sports Channel. Guatemala City, 37th edition of the Pan Am Racquetball Championships. First one, 1987. Caracas, Venezuela. Congratulations to that team. They're here. Congratulations to Venezuela in general. World Baseball Classic winners. Munoz, straight up, straight down ball, illegal hit, point Mejía. Mejía serving now 8-10, staves off one potential game point.
8-10, cuarto set, cuarta cancha, como dicen los bolivianos.
Front wall, side wall, kiss winner, so 2 game points saved. 9-10.
Neither player has a timeout left.
10 seconds after the score is called. This would be a delay on Carlos. Oh my. 10-10 now. First to 12. just the nature of Montserrat's game. She's never out of it. Match point number 1 coming up.
Well said, Gary. She's never out of it, and now she's in it.
Came in at 7, now she's at 11. Her opponent's still at 10.
11-10.
There it is. Short crack winner. Ace serve, uncontested. Not much you can say except, wow.
She finished that match very strong. She didn't want to go. The momentum would have been in the favor of Munoz had we gone to the 5th set. A lot of credit to Mejia there, Gary. She demonstrated why she's number 2 on the Ladies Pro Tour and has that intensity to do what she just did.
And perhaps she'll be able to play the number 1 lady on the Pro Tour this week as well.
Who is here as well, Miss Maria Jose Vargas.
Representing Argentina. Great working with you, Gustavo. You'll do the next feed. I'll be back, and then we'll ida y vuelta until the final today, which is at 4:45 p.m. That'll be one of the mixed doubles.
We have for you Borja, Bolivia, enfrentando a De León, Dominican Republic. Regresamos con ustedes en unos 10-15 minutos.